Yo guys, welcome back to the channel, and in this video we're going to be talking when is the perfect time. When is the perfect time to buy a used car? Let's say you don't want to buy a brand new car, but you like to buy a used car that's in good condition. When is the right time to do it? And the right time is 3 years. Now, you could buy sooner than that because cars are already be depreciating at that time, but why 3 years the sweet spot? Easily, because most brand new cars, including this, come with a bumper-to-bumper warranty, and normally it's 36,000 miles or 3 years, whichever comes first. Okay, so the first 3 years of a car life normally being maintenance by the dealership. That's why it's good to buy a car freshly off the lease or freshly off the warranty, because most of the time they're being taken care of by the dealership. The manufacturer have to fix it. Now, the good thing is, well, after 3 years, the car depreciated at least 40%. So now, a $30,000 car is around $18,000, and guess what? It's been maintenance by the dealership the majority of the time. Now, there are rare cases where, people just don't take care of the cars, but especially, when it comes to leasing, they have to. There's more fees with not keeping up with the maintenance when it comes to leasing. So the majority of the time, the car will be in the shop when it needs to be and when it's supposed to be. So that'll be a sweet time to buy a car. Like, honestly, one of the only reason why I got a 2025 versus a 2023 or 22 is because the price was so close, and I kind of wanted a new hybrid technology. But if it wasn't for that, and I was gonna buy a used but fairly new car, it would have been a 2022. Nothing older than 2022. And guess what? Most of those still have their bumper-to-bumper warranty on there, and it was about $10,000 off. So that would be the right time to invest in a car. And that's with any car, to be honest. It could be a German car, it could be a domestic car, it could be a Japanese car. 3-year mark is a sweet spot, man, because the majority of the early depreciation has already happened, and somebody already paid the price for the depreciation, and you're getting a car that was fairly mostly being maintenance by the dealership or the manufacturer. Okay, and most of the recalls will be taken care of at that time. Anything that's wrong with the car, of course, the bumper to bumper would, take care of it. And I think that's the best time to, buy a car. So if you're in the market right now, 2025, you probably should be looking for 2022, 2023. I just wouldn't go any older than that, but that's just me. But the good news is you're saving 40%, man. It doesn't matter what car you got. Okay, it doesn't matter if you want to go buy yourself a brand new. If you want to buy yourself a nice used, Mercedes or BMW or whatever floats your boat, a nice Audi, whatever floats your boat, you're paying about 30 to 40% less, okay, in depreciation than the guy that bought it brand new. And guess what? Your car is being taken care of for the last 3 years by the factory warranty. So I tell people, listen, if you're gonna invest in a fairly new car, make sure it's under 3 years, because normally, the dealership, especially if you get ones that's certified, that means the majority of the maintenance was done at that dealership. Guess what? They can give you the whole rundown. So even though you didn't bought the car brand new, you could get the whole history of that car. And then now you got a car that you fairly know the history of, and you can keep that car for the next 10 years because what was the maintenance schedule with that car prior to you get it. All right, so here's an example for you guys, right? Right now we at Kenner Toyota online, right? If you look at the screen, I'm showing you a perfect example. This right here, 2003 Corolla LE. Look at that, 17,000, only 10,000 miles. This would be a perfect example of what I'm talking about. If you're gonna go buy yourself a used car, guess what? It's about 2 to 3 years in, about 2 years old, and only 10,000 miles, basically $18,000. You could probably talk that down a little bit, and dealer fees and all that. And you could get this probably out the door for like, 19,000, maybe 20,000, with taxes. But that's just a, prime example of, what I'm talking about here, that you can find some good deals. And, a car like this with only 10,000 miles, this is, gold certified. So the gold certified means that the car was basically bought from this dealership and all the maintenance was done at this dealership. So this is a prime example of buying a 2-year-old car that you could literally keep for the next 7 to 10 years, as long as you keep it with the maintenance. And guess what? It's only $17,000 versus brand spanking new, probably would have ranged you like 26. So, you're saving eight to $9,000 right there because, someone else paid for the depreciation. And of course, I could keep going on and on. I could, keep going and find better deals. But what I'm saying is, like, this right here would be a great car to buy if I was in the market to shop for a car with low mileage, less than 3 years old. This car still have bumper to bumper, just to let you know. So you're saving about $8,000 and still have bumper to bumper warranty for almost 26,000 more miles. That's what I'm talking about. Like, y'all got to know how to shop, man. This right here is a perfect buy for anyone in school, someone just looking for a car to get them from point A to point B. Is it fancy? Is it a luxury car? No, but guess what? It's going to get the job done. Okay? 18,000 plus tax, get the job done. You know my rules. If you could, try to pay it down as soon as possible. Try to make double payments, pay off this car within 3 years if you can. If you can't, then it's okay, do the 60 months. But if you could pay it off in 36 months, then go ahead and do that. But this is a prime example of what I'm talking about. Like, there's ways to find certified good condition cars that you don't have to worry about if something's going to be breaking on you, and you have a peace of mind. And like I said, this car have only 10,000 miles. And no, I'm not a car salesman, and I should be a car salesman because I'm out here promoting, Kendall Toyota, like I work there. And I'm not a salesman, and I don't make a commission, but I'm just saying, example, guys. I'm always going to be able to find me a good car deal because I know what to look for. And let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Happy car shopping. If you are shopping this December, this is the best time to go buy a car. Most of these dealerships trying to get rid of it right now. So, you should be able to talk it down a little bit. And if the salesman don't want to talk down, the car, then he clearly doesn't want a deal. And a good salesman, it's not going to make you walk out that door without that car. So see y'all in the next video. Y'all be good. Peace.